believe Cubans, they are like very educated. They are refugees, as you mentioned. The stories of them, it's that they feel very welcome here in Mexico, that they feel very happy, they feel very free. I have heard, that they are a little scared, because they are not used to, like the drug cartels and stuff like that. But at the end, they say that here is like, like 1,000 times better than Cuba. Well, it not has been recent. It's something that has been happened, like I guess since I can remember. But now it's like more people that you see, because, since the United States is changing politics, now we're actually dealing with it.
And
if you see Juarez, it's a city that adapts, to everything that happens, it adapts. If you, like in the past, like 20 years ago, we actually started like to have people coming from central Mexico and South Mexico just to work. So pretty much, since we're a city that offers very good jobs with better salaries than in other places, they actually can apply after 1 year to get a house. They can actually get a very good life in here. Like quality life, about like money and all of that. So I think I think here it's like a city that will adapt for everything. We have a lot of work. So if you want to become someone here, you will. Sure, of course there is fake news in Mexico, and we pretty much know that they frame everything that they want us to think, of course. And yes, of course there is people from, like Mexicans, we know that you can find good people and bad people in all places. We are not like so into what people do in one just act. I think we focus more in general. Like in general, I think they have been working. They haven't been here, like just doing whatever, or asking for money and stuff like that, begging for money. No, immigrants have been working very hard in here. There are some, of course, that they are like just not. I think like it's something difficult just to migrate. So we try to understand them. Since we're Mexicans, we know what it's hard, what it's to be in that situation. So when you are in a country when you don't, that you don't know no one, that it's actually hard, because if you think about it, they actually have come. The other day I was talking with a guy from Guatemala. He pretty much traveled like for 4 days, stand up in a truck, with no food, no water at all. But he was, traveling because he wanted like to go to work in the, I think it was the cotton, like some part in the governments have treated immigrants very well. They have gave them economic help, pretty much. They have gave them also, places to stay. They have give them even like in the United States they call them like food stamps or something like that. They have give them that. They even expanded visas to them. Actually, Peña Nieto, when he was in here, he actually expanded a lot of visas for them. And now with AMLO, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Like the people, it's weird that people actually thought that everything was going to change with AMLO, but things are like the same. Things are just like the same. Do you know what? In Mexico, I don't think it's anger for them. I don't think Mexicans actually get angry about our presidents or our government helping other people. I think what people it's actually getting angry about is that even our own people, like people in struggling regions of Mexico, they haven't had enough support from the government. So I guess that's why some people will actually will get a little mad about you know. But I don't think it's just because we don't want, you know, the immigrants. It's just because our government needs to do more for our people, you know. But you know, like we are like, we like to share. Mexicans are like that, you know. In history, if you actually see our history, since even the people who conquered Mexico, the first the first Mexicans, pretty much, you know, that they encountered in here, they were like trying, you know, like to be nice with them. They actually were sharing everything they had and everything. So I guess that's something that it just ran through our veins, you know. So